Welcome to episode of Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Xbox and how there's many developers out there, big and small, who are choosing to skip making games for it. Now, exclusives are exclusives, First party exclusives come from the companies that make the consoles, and sometimes they buy exclusives as well. Mostly PlayStation. That's okay. So Xboxers, fans, are used to not having all the games. Final Fantasies, for example. Some games from Square, some games from Capcom, we just don't get. And some of the reason why is because the development for it is harder, different, and it just takes too much work and they don't think it's worth their investment. Other times it's getting certification. The process of getting accepted is difficult, and again, you choose to skip the system. There's a game called Hack who tried to get their game on Xbox for about 14 months. Now, the development cycle of it would have only been 2 weeks, they said, but the process, the applications, the certifications, and all that it took to get certified, they could not complete. Even though they reached out to Xbox, they got no response. Eventually they did after it blew up, but they still decided that it wasn't worth the effort anymore. And the thing is, that's just one indie company, but the thing is, there's many indie companies out there who are facing the same dilemma and are choosing not to put their games on Xbox. But like I said before, it's just not indies. Big publishers are doing the same. And that's what Xbox fans and fanboys should be afraid of. When big and small companies choose not to make games for Xbox, that just shows that the Xbox brand is dying. At least the console is dying. A thriving console would have people lined up to make games for it. Now, I wasn't going to get Hacked to begin with. It's a Metroidvania. I'm all Metroidvania'd out. But that's besides the point. Xbox should have made the process of making games for their console easier. They should have a built-in support system to help indies get their games on the system. Now, I know they have ID at Xbox, but when the Hack developers reached out to them, there were no help at all. Microsoft was no help at all. Xbox was no help at all. And that's just disappointing. Now, it isn't like I don't have enough games to play on my Xbox. I do, and a lot of games are still coming out. So the future still looks bright, especially when we consider Bethesda games, Activision games, Microsoft games, Game Pass. It's still a good value. I can still game on it. I'm not disappointed. But as a gamer who wants to play other games, I do find myself turning on the Switch now, as I didn't before. And I am looking for indie games on my PlayStation 5 now, which I didn't before. And that's because those developers are choosing to skip Xbox for whatever reason. Some out of difficulties, some out of technical difficulties, and some out of just choice. So unless Xbox and Microsoft start reaching out to these developers and making the process easier, they'll see a lot more gamers switching to other consoles to find that entertainment. I'm going to leave it right there. You let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.